back here to talk about NEO stock today. NEO had an absolutely unbelievable day yesterday, up almost 10% in one single trading day. Congratulations, NEO longs, we are finally taking off. Now this stock is also up 0.65% after hours as I'm recording this, but honestly, it was an unbelievable day, it was an incredible day. And in this video, we're going to look at some potential catalysts going forward, some news which helped rally the stock recently, some things to look out for the future, what I expect for the stock in the short term and also in the long term, and a few different ways you can play this. Now currently it's sitting at around $49.65 and we're getting close to that $50 mark. So we're going to dive into a little bit of the breakdowns I just mentioned. But before we do that, I definitely appreciate if you guys can just drop that thumbs up in today's video. It helps in a huge way. Also, please do comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts about NEO stock. Let me know your thoughts about any other stocks which could be related to NEO. In addition to that, make sure you guys share these videos with your friends. Maybe they are NEO longs, maybe they'd like to know more about NEO, EV sector, anything like that. And finally, lastly but not least, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the beautiful red button for more videos just like this. But now for today's video, let's dive into it. NEO. So NEO had an unbelievable day, like I stated, and we saw it rally from around $45.72 at market open all the way up to 49.60s. So we're getting close to that $50 mark. And the $50 mark is significant because in the past few months, I'd say, NEO has hit that $50 mark and then drop back down. So what we're looking for now is to hit the $50 mark, but break past that and hold above that. Then who knows where we're going. Now there are a few different catalysts, a few different bits of news which helped push the stock, rally the stock today. And to begin with, I'll talk about the fact that Deutsche Bank increased their NEO sales rate expectations by 2025, specifically in China, and that helped push the stock a little bit. Now, you've got to remember, NEO is part of the EV sector and it's a Chinese stock. So when a big firm, a big company, increases their sales rate expectations for any EVs, well, especially in China, then the Chinese EVs will start taking off. So if you're wondering why Tesla didn't move like NEO today, well, it's not a Chinese EV. Whereas if you're wondering why a stock like XPeng, ticker symbol XPEV, did also rally, well, that is a Chinese electric vehicle stock. So that also rallied, like I stated, but NEO is one that moved, not specifically off that Deutsche Bank news, but that is part of it. So leading on from that, I've been reading a few different articles recently, and Chinese EV, or EV in general actually, is expected to start booming in the near future. So honestly, when you look at what's going on all around the world when it comes to vehicles, electric vehicles, EV is starting to make more and more of a noise each and every year. Now, when you have a sector like that, you have to be conscious of the fact that there are so many different, car manufacturers out there, and the more of them start switching to EV, the more of them that start taking on gas-less models, well, obviously more of them are starting to move towards the EV sector and start moving towards eco-friendly vehicles. So this is great news for a company like NEO. You may have seen other companies, ChargePoint, Lucid Motors, again XPeng, Li, all start to make a little bit of noise in the past few days. NEO has been one which saw lows of around $31 last month, and if you got in around that point, then great, even better for you. If you're someone who's been swinging options on this one consistently, this is a good time for you because again, this stock is rallying. Getting close to that $50 mark, we're trying to push past that. So there's a few more things to look forward to, specifically in the short term, and that is this Thursday, July 1st, NEO are going to report their delivery numbers for June. So there's been a little bit of hype and noise around this, and it's exciting a lot of people, and that is actually kind of the first of a few different important events of July for NEO. July 9th, they also have their NEO Power Day. So that's another exciting event which will take place in Shanghai near NEO's battery factory. And at this event, they're going to show their plans, their technology, their layout, the production. All of these things will be shown at the event on July 9th. And the reason we like these kind of events is because that gives NEO, a company like NEO, the opportunity to provide information, provide insight to their investors. And when you're providing good insight, when you're providing quality products, you're showing more about what you could do in the future, you're demonstrating what you're capable of in the near future and also the long-term future, then you can start swinging investors towards your side. But that does lead me on to reminding you guys, this could be a case of typical buy the rumor, sell the news, because who knows, the June numbers, the June delivery numbers might not go as well as expected on this Thursday. The event on July 9th might not go as well as expected as well. You have to remember that there was a chip shortage back in May. So you have to remember that, although the stock is up around 30% over the past month, the May delivery numbers weren't as good as they could or should have been. The June delivery numbers might become underwhelming because if the numbers that are announced aren't what meets investors' eye, then expect another sell-off. And this could happen very quickly. So you've got the fact that NEO could touch around $50 and just bounce back due to the charts, but you've also got a possibility of NEO stock selling off instead of soaring due to underwhelming numbers. let's see what happens come July 1st. Right now, I'm actually in an option play on it, which I called out in the group. This actually expires this Friday, so this could be a perfect time to buy the rumor and sell the news. Of course, it is a risky play. Currently we're up about 65%, and if I do hold to Thursday, I do expect this to be a home run. Now, it might not end up being a home run, but at this point, there shouldn't be any way that we do not leave a profit. So if you guys are in on that one, don't be afraid to sell on Thursday before the actual news announcements. And if you guys are long on this stock, then you're going to hold anyway. So hope that the Thursday numbers are good so you can get a nice little boost in your portfolio, see the stock grow a little bit over the coming days. So how do we play NEO stock right now? Well, honestly, this might just be a stock that you dollar cost average into because of the long-term potential. Yes, right now, we've had a huge sell-off since the highs of $62 early in the year, but we've also had a crazy bounce back in the past month, past 5-6 weeks. Now, NEO is definitely a stock that I see long potential in, great potential in for the long-term future, and a stock that I honestly think could hit the highs of $100 by the end of this year. And one thing I'd like to highlight is, you might see that and say, yeah, that's not really possible, but just think about how a year ago, they were on the brink of bankruptcy, the stock was just sitting at, I don't even know, less than $10, maybe a little bit more than that, and it grew catastrophically within 3, 4, 5 months. And the same could happen again. Now, yeah, we're in the $40 range, but who's to say that the stock can't double within another 6 months? It is very possible with this stock. There's so much upside growth potential. I'm telling you guys, this is definitely one stock to watch in the EV sector, not only for 2021, but also going forward. Now, if you want to play it safe, you can play this one safe and buy leap options on it, or you can do something even safer and buy $50 calls for this October 15th. They've got some nice $15 calls, and you guys can take a look at those. But if you're someone who likes to play a little bit riskier, set some calls out for $50, $55, maybe $60 for a couple months down the line. If you want to play it a little bit riskier, set those shorter term call options on it. Personally, I'm happy with the shares I hold, only 12 shares, but it's more than nothing. And I'm also happy continuously swinging this one. Now, you've got to be careful with NEO because you will see those sell-offs, when it hits maybe $50 or when it hits highs of $62 again. And in those times, you don't want to be back holding the stock if you're trying to swing it. You don't want to be back holding your options on it if you've got call options on it. But you can also sell covered calls if you own at least 100 shares of this, depending on when you got in. I know there's people who got in under the $10 mark, and it's very likely you have 100 shares. There are others of you who might have got in a lot higher, like I did, and then selling covered calls might not be the best way to play it. You might want to play a poor man's covered call instead. Obviously, buying a short-term put and a longer-term call option, that's what that is. If you don't know about that, check out the stock option starter pack. That's all explained in there. But NEO can be played in a few different ways. Again, look at that $50 mark. If you can't break past that $50 mark, do you want to look at a short-term put? That is a potential way to make some money short-term. I mean, this stock does get volatile, so keep your eyes out on what it does today, tomorrow, this week, leading up to Thursday for the June delivery numbers. Also, keep your eyes out on NEO Day, July 9th. I think leading up to that, there could also be a potential run-up. Who knows where we go with that? Obviously, the stock, it depends where the stock is sitting by that point. But NEO is definitely one of my top electric vehicle stocks, if not the top electric vehicle stock. And the long-term growth potential is clearly there. It's an innovative company and one that we may see Tesla-like returns within 5 years. Who knows? With the EV sector continuously growing, you can't really determine where these stocks will go because Tesla also was a stock that last year was sitting in the $100 range. It's now sitting in the $600 range. So NEO, that's sitting in the $40 range right now, could be at the $200, $300 range by next year. It's all speculation right now, but what I'm saying is if you're long on the stock, you may see better returns than you expected in a shorter period of time, which would be great for all of us who are long on NEO. I do know it's a stock which is one of a lot of people's favorite growth stocks, those who watch this channel. So keep your hopes up, keep your eyes on July 1st, keep your eyes on July 9th, keep your eyes on any new announcement coming up. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure again to just drop some feedback in the comment section below, drop some feedback in any way you can, it helps support the channel. Please let me know if you like more videos like this. It does take time to research these things and obviously make the videos. So again, all support is appreciated. Also, make sure you guys check out the different links in the description. We've got plenty going on there. We've got a Discord where you have free channels and premium channels, so please check that one out. We have a stock option starter pack where you can learn about stock options, buying calls, selling calls, trading in different ways. We also have a link to KuCoin and Coinbase where you can get free cryptocurrency for yourself if you use my link to sign up. Lastly, we have Robinhood, where you can sign up there and get free stuff for yourself and myself. Who knows, they may give you a share of Neo. I honestly doubt it, but who knows what could happen. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. That's it from me. I go into making, you go into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.